Hello, internet, YouTube, whatever. Hello, I'm Ind, and I identify as an orc. Right, in all seriousness though, I'm gonna have a cider. It's fine because I'm from Wiltshire and it's past midday, thus I'm not an alcoholic. It's not even proper cider, not proper Wiltshire cider anyway. It's kiddie cider. It's like drinking squash. Anyway, why are we here? I'm Ind, and I identify as genderqueer. If you haven't seen my other video, whatever. And this is going to be a hard one. Trigger warning. The other one didn't really need the trigger warning, but I think this time it's needed. So I'm Ind, and I'm a sexophobe. My battery's just dying on my phone. I don't know if you heard it. Anyway, I'll put it on charge in case someone calls. Right, now all the distractions are out of the way, as far as I know. I also rolled a cigarette in the meantime, so I'm just going to quickly light that. And then we'll get straight to it. 1 minute 20 seconds, and I've pretty much said nothing so far, just been pissing around, but it's me all over. This whole video is a massive distraction from me doing my uni work. You know what they say, he's always up in his bedroom procrastinating. Anyway, I'm Ind, and I'm a sexophobe. There's probably a real word for it, but I can't read it because I'm not very smart, and it's probably called a something a phobia or something, you know. You can Google it. I'll Google it in a bit and not be able to read it, but so trigger warning. When I was younger, a lot younger, I had an older cousin that used to interfere with me and my undeveloped body. Now, I sort of didn't realise, which sounds so stupid, I didn't realise, and I forgot. I forgot for years and years. I just forgot. I folded it up in a little box, put it in the back of my head, and consciously I wasn't aware of it. But there were signs, there were things that make sense now. Now that I get it, now I know what happened, things make sense. Or some of them do anyway. He used to say some really fucked up shit to me that's really affected and confused me even now. He used to say about what a shame it would be when my chest developed and stuff, and how much of a shame it would be when I grew hair down there, you know. And these are things I struggle with even today, particularly the hair one. I sort of, not that I really stand naked in front of the mirror a lot because I can't fucking bear it, but I do stand in front of the mirror occasionally and have a bit of a sort of think. Usually come away just feeling worse, but I stand there and I think about it, and I'm looking at it, and it's, you know what, I hate it too, but if I do anything about it, if I cut it off, then I feel like he's won, you know, because it's gone. And but then I look younger, and it's and then you can see everything better, and I have problems with that, like the alien if you've seen the other video. The thing was, I didn't realise for years. It wasn't until my mum and my stepmum were talking. He was my step cousin. My mum and my stepmum were talking one afternoon, and he was getting put away, you know. He was going to prison for doing similar things, for interfering with other young girls. And something in that moment, I was just sat there and something just clicked, you know, something just, oh, And I didn't know what to do. I talked to my mum a little bit about it that evening. So we sort of drove home, we drove back to hers. We were sort of almost in silence, like not really speaking, and then it wasn't until a bit later I think she was just going to bed. Great timing, like, Mum's just going to bed, she's got work tomorrow, it's time for this conversation. But no, it was more like I just couldn't keep it inside. I've been thinking about it non-stop since I heard what they were talking about. I was just thinking over and over and over again. And like my mum would be talking to me in the evening, sort of like eating dinner. I wasn't really eating the dinner, and like sort of, oh, what are you on about? Like, oh, really? My brain was just elsewhere. Like, Mum, you know that thing what you and Jane were talking about, right? And it was weird because she was more upset than me. Like, she was crying, but for me it was like I almost felt not good, because how are you going to feel good about something like that? But I almost felt good, felt better, because things made sense. Things just, that's why I'm the way I am. That's why a lot of these problems occur in my life. And, my flag's gone out, but what else do I have to say? I've got a long old list. Right. So the sexophobe part. This is where it's gonna suck. I have problems with intimacy. Massive problems with intimacy. Like, I don't like my body. I really hate parts of it. I'm engaged. I'm engaged, actually. I'm not dating anyone, you can't even see it. Look at the rock. Pretty, innit? Yay! I'm engaged to a dude, to a straight dude. He likes chicks and things I don't know, he wouldn't. But it's hard for him when I'm having problems, and I know that, and he has the patience of a saint to some degree, you know, being with me. Maybe at first, like, he'll be a bit thrown back and a bit man ego bruised, and it's like it's not because of you. There's nothing wrong with him. Like, he's perfect as a man. He's beautiful, and he's more than I could ever ask for. I'm so lucky to be with him. But I don't mean to make him feel the ways that I do when things are happening, but it just happens sometimes. I feel like I don't even want to be touched sometimes. I don't want to be cuddled or anything. It's like my skin feels funny. I can't explain it, but it's just get off. I just can't get away. I don't mean to be like it. I don't mean to feel this way, but I don't know what to do, and I just suffer great anxiety when it comes to that sort of intimacy. But not always. Sometimes I can look past it and get into it, I guess, and all of that. But it's still difficult, and sometimes I just can't get there. I just can't get my brain to switch the anxiety off, and stop all the rushing thoughts, all the things that I'm thinking. And sometimes I get like flashbacks, like if I'm touched in a certain place, or if just sometimes things come back at all the wrong time, and I get all worked up and wound up and find myself in this sort of funny feeling, and I don't know my ass from my elbow, if I'm coming or going, if I'm here or if I'm there. Sometimes it feels like I'm back there, you know, and it's so scary. It's so scary. I don't remember lots of it even now. Lots of it is still hidden away, and is still at the back and sort of seeping through subconsciously, you know, because we all know it's there, it's still there, and it's still in my mind, but I'm not aware of a lot of the things. Luckily I have a terrific friend and neighbour who suffers from, or like, still stuff, it never goes away. He has PTSD. I feel really guilty. I like talking to him. He makes me feel a lot better, and I had a nice chat with him about it the other day. And he's like, how could anyone hurt you? Lovely little thing, you know, there's not a bad in your body. It's like, oh, I'm not all good, Steve, like, you know, no one's perfect. But it's nice just chatting with him and sort of feel less alone. And he told me a bit about how he deals with it, how now he's a lot better. He doesn't bang his head in a cupboard anymore or anything. He's now, when he's in that bad place, the place that makes him bad, he just cries. And he tells me, like, it'll never go away, but it will get easier and it will get better, which is nice. What else do I have to say? Films. So yeah, I absolutely fucking hate scenes in films. Even just kissing scenes get me a bit, but when it gets too much, you know that Game of Thrones program, I watched the first episode and I knew this wasn't the program for me. I just can't, and it makes my skin crawl and it makes me sound like, and I start breathing, you know, sort of taking in all the oxygen, and then that makes your ticker go, and it's like fucking hell, and then I just can't watch that stuff on the telly. It just freaks me the fuck out. I just can't bear it. So it makes a lot of limiting TV for me. Sometimes it's alright, sometimes you could just get away. Some films are good, or if it's a film I know well, I can fast forward through bits and stuff, or I can make it funny sometimes, but not really. I mean, my the friends I have at the moment in particular, they like to make lots of jokes about the body and that and things, and it makes me so uncomfortable. They have no idea. I don't talk about it to anyone, you know. A bit to my partner, he knows the most probably, and I'm hoping to seek counselling eventually, which would be nice. I think I need it, but I'm also holding myself back because I'm terrified and skint. I can't really afford it. The doctors just sort of pass me about, give me a new fucking phone number to ring for me to ring, and they go, oh, sorry, and stuff. It seems like a massive waste of my time. I'm not having a dig at my friends. I'm not having a dig at my friends, but they have no idea how hard it is for me sat there when they're joking about paedophiles, you know. Particularly the last time I saw them, they all sat around giggling and making jokes about paedophiles, and it's really not funny. It's not funny. If you feel the way I do, it's not funny. It's really not funny. But I don't want to be like the damper on things. I don't want to bring people down and say, like, God, guys, you shouldn't really be making those jokes. I sort of like want everyone to be free and okay, and if they're happy doing that, then let them do that. But they also don't know how I feel when it's happening sometimes. But that's not down to them, that's down to me. So what else do I have to say? Nothing. I think that's about it. Again, I've got to start thinking of a better way to sort of end these rather than just running out of notes and then going, I'm done, that's all I got. So yeah, thank you for listening, and catch you in the next one, if there is a next one. Who knows? I didn't think there was going to be a this one, but there's a this one. It's kind of making me feel better, just sort of being able to witter on a bit, unedited and raw, and just feel and think. And there's no one really listening, so no one's really noticed my videos yet, which is excellent. So I'm not getting all these different comments from all these different trolls and that, which is ace. But when it starts happening, that's when we'll see. So yeah, catch you in the next one, maybe.